Most older people can't live long after 80 for these four reasons. It will be written in a deep, narrative yet informative style, blending medical facts, psychology, and emotional insight, so it feels engaging but also thought-provoking. Most older people can't live long after 80 for these four reasons. In the quiet corners of every city, there are people in their 80s walking slowly along tree-lined streets, sitting on park benches, or gazing out of windows at a world that seems to move faster with every passing year. For some, their days are still filled with laughter, warm conversations, and a surprising amount of vitality. For others, each day feels heavier, lonelier, and more fragile than the one before. Reaching 80 years old is an achievement in itself, an entire lifetime of lessons, love, losses, and survival. But living beyond 80 with quality and dignity is a far greater challenge. Many people, even those who were once strong and full of energy, find themselves unable to continue much longer after crossing that milestone. It's not just old age that claims them. It's often a combination of physical, mental, and emotional factors that accelerate decline. Today, we'll look at four main reasons why most older people can't live long after 80, and what can be done to address them even if you're far from that age right now. 1. The body's silent weakening organ decline. The human body is a remarkable machine, but it's not invincible. After decades of service, even the strongest systems begin to wear out. By the time someone reaches 80, their organs, heart, kidneys, liver, lungs, have been working tirelessly for over 29,000 days. Why it becomes dangerous after 80. Heart. The heart muscle may weaken, and arteries may harden, increasing the risk of heart attacks and strokes. Lungs. Lung capacity declines, making it harder to breathe deeply or recover from respiratory infections. Kidneys. Filtering efficiency drops, which affects blood pressure, hydration, and toxin removal. Immune system. A weaker immune system makes even minor illnesses more dangerous. Many older people experience what doctors call frailty syndrome, a state where even a small health issue, such as a urinary infection or a short period of bed rest, can lead to rapid decline. At this stage, the body no longer bounces back the way it once did. The hidden danger. Some elderly people don't even realize their health is deteriorating because symptoms are subtle at first. Fatigue, mild shortness of breath, slower healing. But once a crisis strikes, like pneumonia or a broken hip, recovery becomes much harder. 2. The disappearance of purpose, emotional and mental decline. Living long is not just about the body, it's about the will to live. Many people who reach 80 start to lose a sense of purpose, and this can be just as deadly as any disease. Why it happens? Retirement. Without work or a daily role, many feel they no longer contribute to the world. Loss of loved ones. By 80, most people have lost parents, siblings, friends, and sometimes even their life partner. Social isolation. Children may be busy with their own lives, and friends may live far away or have passed on. Research shows that loneliness increases mortality risk as much as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Emotional isolation leads to depression, and depression can weaken the immune system, disturb sleep, and even cause cognitive decline. Real-life story. I once met an 82-year-old man named Harish who had perfect blood pressure, a healthy heart, and sharp memory. But after his wife passed away, he stopped gardening, stopped attending his morning walks, and stopped meeting friends. Within 2 years, his health declined rapidly, not because his body gave up first, but because his mind did. 3. The fall spiral, physical accidents and their aftermath. Falls are one of the most dangerous threats to people over 80. What may seem like a small trip or slip for a younger person can be a turning point for an older adult. Why falls are so deadly after 80. Bones become more brittle, osteoporosis. So fractures happen easily. Hip fractures, in particular, can be life-threatening, not directly, but because recovery is slow, leading to long bed rest. Long bed rest can cause muscle loss, pneumonia, and blood clots. The real danger isn't just the fall. It's the domino effect. An active 81-year-old who breaks a hip can become bedridden, which leads to muscle atrophy, which weakens the immune system, which then increases the risk of infections. Within months, a once healthy person can find themselves in a permanent state of weakness. Prevention is key. Installing grab bars, using walking aids, and maintaining muscle strength through light exercise can help. But sadly, many ignore this until it's too late. 4. Chronic illnesses becoming unmanageable. Many people in their 60s and 70s live with chronic conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure, or arthritis without too much trouble. But after 80, these illnesses often become harder to control, and their complications grow more severe. Why chronic illnesses hit harder after 80? Medications may have stronger side effects because the liver and kidneys process drugs more slowly. The body's ability to fight inflammation decreases, so recovery from flare-ups takes longer. Hospital stays carry higher risks of infections, delirium, and loss of independence. Worse, multiple conditions often interact. For example, a diabetic person with heart disease who gets pneumonia might find their blood sugar suddenly out of control, their heart strained, and their immune system too weak to recover fully. The hidden link between all 4 reasons. When you look closely, these 4 reasons, organ decline, loss of purpose, accidents, and chronic illness, are deeply connected. Physical weakness can lead to isolation. Isolation can lead to depression. Depression can weaken the immune system, making illnesses worse. It's a cycle that feeds on itself. This is why people who remain physically active, socially engaged, and mentally stimulated often defy the odds and live well into their 90s or even beyond. What can be done to break the pattern? Even if you are far from 80, the habits you build now can greatly influence your life expectancy and quality of life later. Here's what experts and some of the oldest people alive recommend. 1. Keep moving. Light exercise like walking, yoga, or Tai Chi maintains balance, muscle strength, and heart health. 2. Stay socially connected. Make friends of all ages. Join clubs, volunteer. Keep talking, laughing, and sharing. 3. Eat for longevity. Prioritize fresh vegetables, lean protein, whole grains, and healthy fats. Avoid excess sugar and processed food. 4. Train your mind. Read, learn new skills, solve puzzles, or play an instrument to keep the brain sharp. 5. Find a purpose. Whether it's mentoring, art, gardening, or helping family, having a reason to wake up every day can literally extend life. Final thoughts. Turning 80 is like standing on the edge of a mountain ridge. You've climbed for decades to get there, but the path forward is narrower and more dangerous. For most people, the reasons they can't live much longer after this point aren't just because old age takes them, but because the combined weight of physical decline, emotional emptiness, accidents, and illnesses finally becomes too heavy to carry. But those who approach aging with preparation, caring for their bodies, minds, and social lives, can keep walking that ridge much longer, and with more joy. In the end, it's not just about how long you live after 80, it's about how well. And that's a choice we can start making today. Hit that subscribe button and join us on a journey through the timeless wisdom of the older generation. Don't miss a single life-changing lesson.